Liu Honghao to get us underway. Best of 9 to play Mark Davis in the semi-finals tomorrow. He said last night, I just want to pot a ball against him. Well, he's likely to do that, and then the only way is up from there. You never know, do you? O'Sullivan, you feel on a bit of a hiding to nothing. If he wins the match, people will say, well, he was expected to. If he loses, it's one of the biggest shocks in recent years.
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to seeing how he performs here. Big television occasion here for Liu Honghao. The gloved Liu Honghao. Don't see many players playing over here, especially with the glove. You do see some of the British players playing in China. Because of the humidity, they decide to borrow or buy a glove to wear just for that event, but don't see it very often. A player plays all his matches with a glove. I think there's Ross Muir on the tour as well. He also wears a similar glove. And there it is. Nice looking silken number. But Liu Honghao is playing his idol here tonight, and it could just bring the best out of him. Who knows?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how early he settles on the biggest match of his life. They've never met before. O'Sullivan said he caught a bit of Liu Honghao's match last night with Neil Robertson and was impressed with what he briefly saw.
Switched off, please.
And straight away I can observe that most unusually these days he actually cues. The alignment of the cue is right between his two eyes. He's even-sighted. Doesn't have a particular eye dominance like most players have. And a good straight cueist.
Liu Honghao began playing the piano at the age of 5 and achieved great distinction at it. Well, he was in hot water on day 1, wasn't he, with his comments? Yeah, he was a very talented pianist, but snooker is his first love, it would seem. Yeah, it would look dead straight, that.
Well, it'll certainly give him confidence to know that he's played an absolutely dead straight pot and cued it to perfection, as you can see the cue ball following through in off. Just wondering though, Dave, you were telling me earlier he's virtuoso on the piano, so I wonder if he's sort of played in front of big audiences before on the piano, and if he has, that could stand him in good stead, really.
Yeah, it's a good point, I think. It's all about performance. The only difference is you're following the sheet music. In snooker, in a sport like this, anything can happen. You have to react and adapt.
Yes, he'll certainly have his work cut out tonight to stave off Ronnie O'Sullivan, but just wonder if this red's available into the bottom right corner here. It is. How confident does he feel about taking it on? It's risky.
One.
Well, perhaps you can see why Liu Honghao turned that pot down just a minute or two ago. It was fraught with dangers. Good pot from Ronnie, but as you can see, he's got no position on a colour. In fact, I don't even know if he'd be able to cue at the black to play any sort of decent shot with it. It's in a bit of a tough spot here, Ronnie.
Brown ball. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Yes, Liu Honghao's first season he got on the tour. He won the World Amateur Championship organised by the new World Snooker Federation in Malta in March of this year. He had been runner-up in the IBSF World Amateur Under-21 Championship in 2017. But this is another level entirely from all of that. This is the big league against the biggest name in the sport.
Well, this is Ronnie's miss, and I do believe, as a result of it, Liu Honghao has his first excellent opportunity of this match. Red to the right corner, and if he can just find a little gap between the reds for the cue ball, can play for either pink or blue. That's if the pink goes into this left-hand corner pocket. It's just having a look. Well, it's tight, isn't it? I just wonder if he can nudge off the red above the one he's playing here and be on the black into the left corner, but he's not looking at that now.
1.
Too much backspin on the cue ball. Calls the cue ball to cannon a second red on its path through to the pink, so it's either the long blue or a safety shot.
Well,
Liu Honghao,
couldn't restrain himself from taking it on, but he didn't pot it. So the question now is, how costly will it be? Sullivan, the defending champion, he's not really been pressed so far this year. He's only lost 3 frames in 4 matches. I think you'd have to say the draw has opened up for him as well. He's only played 1 player in the top 50. That was the world number 50, Kurt Mafflin.
8. 9.
Of course, this is the half where Trump, Robertson and Higgins all lost last night. But that's not his problem.
$16. 17.
And I don't expect to see Ronnie O'Sullivan by any means take his young opponent for granted tonight. He'll be aware that he's got all the experience advantages over his opponent, who may be a little bit overawed by the occasion. But Ronnie won't know that until he sees a few more shots from Liu Honghao, just assesses how he's
24.
feeling. A long blue that he missed, he played with a lot of pace. There's a bit of movement on his bridge hand. All signs of tension. But I think Ronnie's just too
25.
experienced to allow playing lower ranked players anyway affect his concentration and focus. Even if he feels he might get 10 chances a frame, he'll still be focused as though he's playing fellow top 16 professionals.
33.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Liu Honghao at 18. Ronnie O'Sullivan won the UK Championship at the age of 17.
40.
Second biggest ranking tournament in the sport. So he really was a prodigy.
$47. 48.
Yeah, what a difference we've seen in Ronnie O'Sullivan in the decades since winning that UK Championships at the age of 17. He used to see the first shot and play it immediately. He was such a fast player. A bit more circumspect these days. But still the greatest
55.
player in the game, in my opinion.
So Liu Honghao
56.
took on that blue, and he's been punished for the miss. He took a long time queuing up to it, didn't want to turn it down. This was it. Had to go in, really,
63.
and it didn't, and it left O'Sullivan an opening from which he's won the frame.
64.
We've heard how much Liu Honghao admires Ronnie O'Sullivan, and the danger tonight is he might have quite a lot of time in his chair admiring him if he starts handing him chances.
Well, if it does go all wrong for Liu Honghao, it certainly will be an experience he'll never forget, and he'll learn from it, that's
70.
for sure.
$78.
So another example of Ronnie's
85.
incredible ambidexterity there. Just times a ball, even left-handedly, so well.
86.
What a talent this man is.
Yeah, we're coming up to the 25th anniversary of that UK Championship victory.
91. 93. 96.
So it's going to be career century number 957.
100.
Liu Honghao said all he wanted to do tonight was pot a ball. Well, he did, but he missed the next one.
105.
And Ronnie O'Sullivan has made a glorious century off the back of it.
111. 118.
Well, what a great start from Ronnie O'Sullivan. 118, punishing the miss blue from Liu Honghao. The Rocket off and running in Crawley tonight. Lead